Hi everyone, it's Gail. I am here with a couple more digitals that have hit my shop. And this is my second time for doing the video. As my mother used to say, haste makes waste. And of course I filmed the whole thing with my camera sideways. So the picture was this wide. Okay, so I'm good now. So here is the digital for, this is a Small World number 5, and it's the last of the batch of Eve's trims from the last batch. She has sent me a new batch, which you may have seen that video. So those physical items are in her shop. So go over and check them out, and you can get the physical items. And then these were from the batch before. So I went ahead and made the digital for these. So this is what we're going to play with today. I'm going to be able to show you examples because I've already started to cut and do. Okay guys, so here's all my scraps from playing. So here's the deal. I also have a digital out there that is vintage envelopes. I found this big old pile of vintage envelopes at my local antique store. And so I picked the very best of the best and went ahead and scanned them to share them with all of you. And these are, there's some from, like this one's 1941. But there is one, okay, this one's 1904. Oh yeah, and then this one is 1898, which is so cool. So cool. And I picked some of these fun ones that were somewhat more plain for decorating up. The other nice thing about them is if this is too wide for your page and you want to make a pocket, you can kind of cut it off a little bit. I love this one that was used to figure something or another. And then this one I love too because it's got this watermark, which is so much fun. So there's 5 pages, and this page I already cut up because I already made some pockets with them. So let me show you what I've done. This was on this page, this one went there, and then this big long blue one was here. So this is the first sheet of the digital, but cut apart. So I've decorated it up. I used this blue trim here on this one. I made this label. I did a little stamping, and I put a stamp on this side. Then I decorated this one completely separately with a label and some more of that trim, because what I plan to do is put it on the page of a journal like so, and glue here and have a pocket, and then you turn the page and glue here and have a pocket. So that's my plan with this one. I think these are going to go into the journals that I'm working on, the fabric paper ones. And then this little one I just loved, and all I did on this was ink it. I put a little piece of this salmon colored trim, and then I put a little label from Roxy Creations right there. So I've already done 2. Let's do one together. And oh, I wanted to tell you, I have to remember what I said in the last time I filmed this. This is on ivory cardstock, and I did print it on my matte photo paper too, and it just came out not as, let me show you. I can show you with this one. Kind of the difference. See how it's lighter on the paper? I prefer the ivory cardstock is what I'm saying. But of course I will use these. And my plan is I think I'll back them on some craft cardstock and make them little pockets, either floating pockets or something. I'm not sure. So, okay. So let's play with this one that is left. And see, I had 2 copies of my Trim Digital, and I've cut this one up. So, okay, we'll stick these over here, those ones we haven't touched yet. And let's play with this envelope in this video. I'm so sorry that you missed me playing with those 2, and and chatting away and everything. I have no idea what I said. Probably nothing important. But, oh my gosh, I just was like, oh, I didn't turn it sideways. But, so I deleted the video because it's just hard to watch that. Okay, now this one is different because it's got this fun little, like it's your return address stuff. So what I'm thinking of doing with this one is making it a floating pocket, and I think I'm going to just, I'm just going to fold it right there. So I'm going to grab my new scoreboard. One of my lovely subbies felt bad that I had such a tiny little, okay, see, I don't even know how to work it. I had such a tiny little scoreboard about this big. Okay, so I am going to just give this a little bit of this is my first time using it. I just haven't had anything to score. So let's just do that. And set that back up there. And I'm just going to fold this back a little bit. And we're just going to make kind of a floating pocket with this one, is what I think. Well, first of all, inking these envelopes just really brings out the vintage look. So I'm going to do that first. Go around the edges, and then I also kind of just gave it a little here and there. And yeah, it just adds a little more to it. Okay, so now how do we want to utilize, and which one of our trims do we want to utilize? Gosh, I'm really thinking just right there. You guys, I just have to use this one. I'm dying to use it. Now, it's got a little bump on the edge. You know, it's got a little loop that goes out. You could cut that, which I'm not going to. Mostly for time-wise, but also because I'm not patient enough to maybe do that. Oh, I love this one too. Okay, I'm just going to use this one, but oh my goodness, decisions when you kind of love them all, it's hard. Okay, so we'll just go up this side, and what I'm going to do instead of cutting into that is I am just going to do a little inking, and that will take care of that white. But I think you'll still see the, yeah, I think I'm just going to add that there. Like that. Okay, let's ink it up. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me show you this time up close if I can. So see how it has a little white because I didn't go in all the little notches. But if you just give that a little inking, it looks great. So that fixes that. Okay, so let's pop that on there. Can't believe I did that last filming sideways. Jeezy peasy, gal. I'm my own worst enemy half the time. Oh, Yes. But my husband and I just ran to Walmart to get, I need to get some big mailing envelopes because I'm going to do a big addition to my Etsy here soon of physical items. And I have these big Vogue magazines that are vintage that are so cool. And anyway, I was going to put those on my Etsy, and I didn't have anything to mail them in. Okay, I am wondering. These are Roxy Creation labels. And this little book that I have my stamps and labels in, I do have a video on what I did with this. It's a craft with me, I think, making an old journal new again. So I've had a lot of people ask me. So, oh, look at this one. I'm just wondering about that in the corner. I like kind of how the circles play off each other. Let's go ahead and cut that out and see what that looks like. It's similar to this one that I did, but I liked how that turned out too. So, okay. Yeah, anyway. We went to Walmart, and I did the video really quick this morning of the trims in Eve's shop, and then I knew I wanted to get this digital on my shop and do a video to show you kind of how I'm going to use it. And so haste makes waste. That's all I got to say. Yeah, I think that's cute. And then I have another idea. We'll just pop that on there, and then we have to look on the other side and see what we want to do on the other side, because if this one's going to be floating. And I think I'm going to take my little postage thing and just do a little along there. Maybe a little up there. Okay. Yep, I like that. All right, so then we have this side, which we need to ink around the top part. Okay, what I think I'm going to do there is I think I'm going to take this and just go right along here, because I kind of want to leave this, even though it's upside down, it's kind of cool. And actually, I may put this in as a side pocket, you know, because the other side is sideways. So, gosh, jiggly hands. You know what I'm going to do is just cut off this edge that I know is super straight. Then we're just going to pop that on there. Going to ink her up a little bit, pop it on there. Oops. Gotta take off the lid. The ink works so much better when you take off the lid. Oh dear. Thanks for putting up with me. Okay, so we'll pop this on and then see if there isn't something we could just kind of put on that pocket to, as Wendy would say, zhuzh it up a little. Oops. Okay. I want that to go right there. Ugh, got a little glob of glue there. Okay. Something right there, maybe. some of these. These are still Roxy Creations. Just kind of looking to see if there's anything that says, oh, you know which one I want, if I can find some of it, is I really like this one from Tracy Fox, if that will fit. So let's see, this would be sideways like this. So it doesn't matter because this could just be like that. Yep, I'm gonna do that. And then as I put them in the book, if there's something I want to add to them, I will, but at least we have kind of part of the majority of the decorating done, I guess I would say. I'm just going to use the writing to line that up. And then I'm just going to take my art glitter glue, which I haven't used in days, so it's probably a little goopy. I'm just going to go right along the sides here and make this a pocket. And then we can find something fun to pop in that pocket at some point. Probably not today. Okay, so now what I'll do is just clip that onto a page, either here or here. We can tuck something in the back. That'll be fun. I love it. Okay, so we have 3 done. I'm not going to keep going because I really want to get this uploaded and get to work on getting those other things in my Etsy store. So those are the pockets out of the vintage envelope, the vintage envelope kit that is now on my Etsy, and it's called, oddly enough, Vintage Envelope. And then this is Small World number 5. So I will put my the link to not only my shop to get these digitals, but I'll also put Eve's shop, so that if you want to get the physical items that she recently listed. And let's see, I better link Roxy Creations and Tracy Fox too. So thanks so much everybody for watching. Thank you ever so much for your wonderful support of not only my Etsy shop, but also my friends' shops. I really, really do appreciate all of you so very much. So thanks everybody. We'll just see you next time. Bye-bye.